The new Army's PT test. This video. Intro. What up, guys? How you doing? And welcome back. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and click on that subscribe button, and don't be shy, click on the bell for notifications. Now, so you're here so we can talk about the new Army PT test. Now, in my last video, I covered changes for the Army in this year, right? Brand new year, 2019. And one of the changes that I talked about was the new Army's PT test, right? Which is a big deal. Huge game changer for the entire Army, right? Whether you're active, reserve, National Guard, whatever the case is. And with that being said, I thought it would be a good topic for a future video, so that's why we're here. Now, with the current PT test that we have, the push-ups, the sit-ups, and the 2-mile run, it's been around since 1980, right? So, you know, it's nothing new. But it's had a good run. It's made a great impact, but now it's time for something new, right? And so that's why we're now getting this ACT, the Army Combat Fitness Test, right? Which is composed of 6 events. 6 events instead of 3. And it's getting a lot of soldiers like up in the air because they're kind of getting their head wrapped around it, and they're saying things like, well, you know, and some of them are true, but it's like, well, people can barely pass the push-ups and sit-ups. Now we're adding all these events, right? 6 events, and you know, it's getting them kind of worried about it, like, you know, it's this huge deal. Like, this is what the Army is trying to do to downsize or get rid of soldiers, and I don't think they're not using the new PT test for that way. Like, you know, with those 6 events, I could make half the Army disappear. I call that mercy, but you know, that's not their intent. So, but 6 events, right? And I'm just gonna be going back and forth. I got my laptop here, so I'll be reading from the laptop. But 6 events, right? And they are gonna be the 3 repetition maximum deadlift, standing power throw, hand release push up, sprint drag carry, leg tuck, and then probably everybody's favorite, we still got the 2-mile run. Right, the 2-mile run has still made its way into the PT test, and all those events, when this actual PT test is administered, they're done in that order. So, to kind of talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly with this PT test. So, with this PT test, first off, right, I want to show you a great resource. Let you know, and you heard it first from Half Right Face Productions, right? But to get you prepared, right, to get soldiers prepared for this new PT test, the Army has launched a new website, right? Did you know that? So This new website, I'm gonna take the link. I'll put it in the description box below, so you can check it out and have access to it. But this website is totally devoted to the Army Combat Fitness Test, right? And let's check it out now. And here's the overview, right? And this is pretty much the mission statement of the new PT test, right? Improve soldiers, transform the Army's fitness culture, reduce preventable injuries and attrition, enhance mental toughness and stamina, right? That's, like I said, kind of the mission statement of this new PT test. Now, there's a couple of things that I like with this website, right? And you're an NCO or you're just a brand new soldier trying to be high speed and you're trying to get caught up with the times, check this website out. This website, like, it's got videos that are built in that has checkpoints and key points for all these exercises, right? It lets you know what's good posture, what'll get you a no-go, what'll make you fail that particular event, right? It breaks down the actual exercises, talks about them. It lets you know what muscle groups you're using for that particular exercise, and lets you know what type of equipment is used, because with this new PT test, there's standard equipment that's got to be used, and we'll talk about that later. But one of the things that I like about this website is it lets you know what can you do to actually train to help you out for that particular event. Like an example, for the 3 repetition maximum deadlift, right? Your deadlift exercise. We scroll down just a little bit, and it's letting me know I can do the sumo deadlift, the alternate staggered squat jump, right? That's a PRT. I think that's CD3. Yeah, CD3. And then the 4 lunge, right? It's letting me know to do these exercises to kind of get better at that deadlift, right? And go down just a little bit more, like, check this out. It talks about how is this exercise being used for the common soldier task, right? And here we have, so for the deadlift, it's going to help you lifting and moving heavy loads, ground equipment, whether it's personnel, extracting a soldier on a litter, right? Pretty cool, right? So this is a great website, www.army.mil/ACFT. So I'm going to take this link. I'm going to put it into the description box for you. Now, so that's pretty much a rundown of all the 6 events, right? I don't want to get too much in the actual grading and scoring because we're still in the pilot program, and I can see that before October 1st of this year they're probably going to tweak it or make changes to the actual scoring or how they judge some of the actual events. But that's pretty much it, the 6 events. Now, so I would say that's one of the good things, right? And let's talk about some of the equipment that's got to be used for the new PT test, right? Let me see if I can find it on this website. I know it's here somewhere. I saw it earlier. All right, so at the bottom of the website, you got resources, right? ACFT, there's a tab for the equipment list, and let's see if it'll take us there. Bam. So this is letting us know what equipment. I was checking the camera. It's letting us know what type of equipment that we need for this new PT test. And so with this actual equipment that's needed for the new PT test, I can really understand that this is going to be a logistical nightmare or logistical challenge for a lot of units, right? And you know what? I'll be honest, if you're one of those guys that likes to play around with the stock market, now would probably be a good time to invest in medicine balls or kettlebells or the actual deadlift bars or weights or whatever. Because the Army is about to write a big check to purchase all this equipment that's needed, right, or regular units. Now, let me see. And the challenges with this equipment is like you got these small like National Guard units, right, and these standalone facilities, right, that when it comes time to take their PT test, the new one, they're gonna have to have this equipment. When before push-ups, sit-ups, and 2 mile run, you can pretty much do that anywhere, right? Push-ups and sit-ups, you can do it like right outside in the front, and you know, right outside in the front lawn, and then just find a 2 mile route somewhere and mark it off, and then just have everybody run at a certain time. So I would say that's probably one of the bad things about this new PT test is that you got to have a lot of space because you're gonna have to create lanes and a lot of equipment, right? Regular units that are in the Army, I could probably see something like a battalion that's going to order this equipment, and when it comes time for a company to conduct a new PT test, they'll send somebody over to battalion to go sign for it and then take it back to the unit, as opposed of each and every unit in that battalion buying the equipment. But anyway, I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So, and there's your equipment that's needed for this the new PT test, right? Now, next thing we'll talk about, and this is something that I'm not really, I'm a little bit fuzzy on because I'm reading too many different things about this, right? And it's probably one of the most important things regarding this PT test. It is the implementation of this PT test. So, from what I got is October of 2020, that's when this new PT test will be fully implemented. Fully. Now, right now it's January of 2019, right? We're still in it's still being field tested. We're still in the pilot period. From now all the way until later on this year, October 1st of 2019, is when their big Army is pretty much going to present they're going to roll out the new PT program by October 1st of this year, right? And October 1st of this year is when we're being told that the entire Army is going to have to take two of these new PT tests every 6 months within that year. And the old PT test is still going to be grandfathered in, but we're just being told while we're doing the new PT, while we're doing the old PT test, we got to be doing the new PT test at some point in time, right? Because no later than October of 2020, everybody's doing this new the new PT test. So, and one of the things that I'm seeing on the website is saying that October of 2019, that even though we're going to take the new PT test, not to count it for record. But I've been reading in articles online, Army Times, military.com, that some of the actual language I'm hearing or reading is kind of saying that company commanders can use the new PT test as a record once it's finalized on October 1st of this year. So I'm just a little bit confused about that because the website is saying one thing and then I'm reading different things from different outlets. But we're still in that pilot phase. We're still in the drawing boards trying to figure out what works best for the soldiers for this PT test. So as we go further down the line, I'm sure things will get cleared up, and they're finally going to say, okay, we can count it as a record or not. But my personal thing is, if it's already finalized on October 1st of 2019, and we got units that are testing for this, they got the equipment, then why not count it as a record? Let's just do it. But then there's other situations like, what are they going to be doing in NCOES schools like SLC, ALC, BLC? Like, when are they going to really take hold of the new PT test? Because we always got those soldiers that's like, they will wait until the last minute. They'll wait until the last minute. Like, you know what I'm talking about. They'll wait until the last minute to do the tryout for this new PT test, right? And then I can probably foresee like September of 2020, people taking records of the old PT test just so they got more time to kind of add on to the new one, right? I don't know if that makes sense to you, but anyway. So, and it's and all that was pretty much on the website. But my advice to you is, if so pretty soon this is going to take hold. Like, we're going to be doing this eventually. So my advice to all of the brand new soldiers, the midtermers, or whatever the case is, right? If you're going to the gym, you're hitting the gym, right? Pick up that medicine ball, throw it over your head.
Feel your abs, your rib cage stretch out, and you straight down.
As close as possible to slam it to the ground.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we
Just
go.
Don't hit the ceiling.
Find a deadlift bar and practice doing some of this stuff. Because 2020 of October, that's a 300-meter target. Like, it's pretty far away. But October 1st of 2019, if they decide that company commanders can count it as a record, like, that's really not that far away. But I don't know, maybe they'll clear that whole area up. Anyway, I wanted to do a really quick video to kind of get you caught up on this whole new PT test thing, and to kind of bring you some insight on it. And if you were to take this new PT test, like right now, today, right, how would you do? Put your response in the comment box below, and then so we can either laugh or chuckle or whatever the case is, or whatever the comments say. But anyway, tomorrow I'll be going to St. Louis to do some Boy Scout training, which is called UPIC. UPIC is it is the cold weather training for the Scouts. So tomorrow, I think I'm going to blog it, and then maybe I'll make a video and put it on and let you guys know, because Boy Scout training is always fun. But I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, guys, I will see you later. If you got any questions about anything, put them in the comment box. But I'm out.